Ireland has to wake up. The great replacement is taking place in real time in Spain. It is no longer just a theory anymore. It is 100% factual, because just yesterday, the Spanish government, the left-wing neo-Marxist communist Spanish government, just gave 600,000 illegal immigrants citizenship and passports to combat far-right narratives. They are losing their mind. This is WEF, this is UN, this is the credit banking system, this is the destruction, this is the replacement of Irish and European people in Spain and around Europe. We need to wake up and resist this as much as possible. Send this video to everybody. Let them know what is happening. Irene Montero, Spain's former Minister of Equality, which is nonsense. There shouldn't even be a Minister of Equality, and leader of Podemos, celebrates replacing native Spaniards. They want to replace all of Spain. They want to replace all of Ireland. And they want to replace the world, the first world countries, with third world migrants so they can work as slaves. We need to wake up, resist the slave mind programming. You understand? You've heard that one before. She says specifically, I hope for the replacement theory to come true. She says, I hope we can get rid of the fascists in the country and the racists in the country and replace them with immigrants.
Quiero pedirles a las personas migrantes y racializadas que por favor no nos dejen solas con tanto facha. Y claro que sí queremos que voten, claro que sí, hemos conseguido papeles, regularización ya, y ahora vamos a por la nacionalidad o a cambiar la ley para que puedan votar, por supuesto. Ojalá, teoría del reemplazo, ojalá podamos barrer de fachas y de racistas este país con gente migrante, con gente trabajadora. Claro que yo quiero que haya reemplazo, reemplazo de fachas, reemplazo de racistas, reemplazo de vividores, y que lo podamos hacer con la gente trabajadora de este país, tenga el color de la piel que tenga, sea china, negra, marrona, con todas compañeras las gentes trabajadoras de este país.
That was the dumbest video I've ever watched in my life, because she said we want to replace the country of scroungers, where we know that all these immigrants coming in are just claiming off the welfare. They're taking from people like the right wing, as she calls them, more conservative people that are hardworking, natives. They're just taking the welfare off these people. It's destroying the country. So this has been confirmed by the mainstream media AP. Here in Barcelona, Spain, more than 500,000 immigrants are believed to live in Spain without legal permission. They are illegal. They work jobs that few Spaniards want. According to who, guys? According to the UN, the EU, of course. Picking fruits and vegetables in the fields, caring for children and the elderly, cleaning homes and hotel rooms. Some wind up homeless. The sin papeles, Spanish for without papers, are often exploited, marginalized, and invisible. Of course, AP is a left-wing newspaper. Now Spain want to integrate them. Earlier this week, the government announced it would try and grant residency and work permits. Now Spain wants to integrate these people. They want to bring them and make them all citizens, to get rid of the far right in Spain. Earlier this week, the government announced it would grant residency and work permits to all foreigners who arrived in the country before December 31st, 2025, have lived in Spain for at least 5 months and have no criminal record. Well, at least they got that right, guys. At least, if I'm against all the immigrants coming in, at least they got it right that they have to be working and they have no criminal record. You know, 100%. Maybe you can have a few people in, 500, 1,000 people, but bringing in 600,000 people into Spain is just going to destroy their whole country. I don't know what they're thinking. They're only thinking about the GDP is what they're really thinking. Pedro Sanchez, Spain's socialist prime minister, of course, how did I know Spain has a socialist prime minister, said the country was opening a legal pathway for people who have, together with us, built progress in this country, in a video posted on social media on Friday. But they've also raised the crime rate through the roof. I hear Spain is extremely racist now because the people don't want to see these immigrants come into the country. If you're from Spain, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And speaking of socialists, we have a trending viral video here from Irish MEP Cynthia Ní Murchú, offended by Polish MPs. She says that a man is snorting at her like a pig in the parliament. This is absolutely bizarre stuff, guys. This video has gone ultra viral, hundreds of millions of views, and she gets triggered because someone's just laughing. You know, it's just completely bizarre stuff. They're not focused on what actually should be getting done. Their laws, the implementation of helping the economy and resisting this crazy, woke narrative that they're pushing. No, they are pushing the woke narrative, and they're obsessed with little things like this, guys. Completely trivial stuff.
My point is this. I'm sorry, Chair. That gentleman has just snorted at me like a pig. And I am going to ask you that he be removed from the room.
What?
It is the height of an insult to a woman, to an MEP, to a member, to be snorted at with the sound of a pig. I will not continue until he removes himself.
First and foremost, the Polish MEP was just laughing, guys. She thought that he was insulting her by being a snorting pig, but these people are so sensitive. They can't even take a joke, guys. They're just completely pent up energy. And this is the left, guys. The left are part of a death cult. You want to stay far away from these people as possible. And this is one of the women that are trying to ban X and Elon Musk's Grok in this country. They're literally trying to ban the entire social media platform because they hate free speech. They just hate free speech in general, guys. They have no actual free speech agendas completely, guys. Who votes for these people in this country? To bring them to the European Parliament is bonkers stuff.
I'm outside the Dublin headquarters of X, formerly known as Twitter. Elon Musk is enabling violent content against women and minorities.
What?
This is destructive to all of us. It's damaging for society. Such vile content is certainly not freedom of speech. The tech giants, Twitter and X, need to be tackled head-on through investigations, criminal sanctions, especially against the executives of the company.
What?
For far too long, they've failed to act, failed to remove the destructive content and the misinformation. I will tackle the tech giants head-on in the European Parliament and ensure the full enforcement of the Digital Services Act against them.
I would just stop you, bollocks. Is she mad or what? She's saying that she wants to get rid of free speech. Look, it's certainly not freedom of speech. Well, how does she decide what freedom of speech is? This is the thing, guys. The government is just people like me and you, just everyday people creating laws for other people. They're trying to just demand freedom of speech is not this. Well, how do they know that this isn't freedom of speech? I think personally that X is the most free platform on the internet, and I'm blessed that we have it. She says that Twitter and X need to be tackled head on through criminal sanctions. Who's going to be sanctioning these criminal investigations? She is? Oh my God. I mean, it's unbelievable. See the way she only cares about women and minorities as well. She says women and minorities. What about the men? Well, what, do we not have rights or freedom of speech or what? This is just madness stuff. These people are feminists. They're left-wing lunatics. They're liberals. They're liberal elites that are destroying Ireland, and they must be stopped. I don't know who voted this lady into power, but you guys are crazy. Lastly, we have a crazy video from Dublin and Joe.ie, which is a left-leaning newspaper in Ireland. It targets more younger people, the youth. And the question of the day is, what do you think of Donald Trump? Now, bear in mind, watch this whole video and notice that the only person that likes Donald Trump is a foreigner. And people aren't ready to have that conversation in Ireland. These liberals and lefties don't get it. People from Africa, from Asia, the Middle East, South Asia, from all these different countries, India, Pakistan, from Brazil. These people are the most right-leaning people in the world. They love Trump, guys. They love this right-leaning stuff. They're far right as it gets. Outside of Europe and North America, they're all far right. But these liberals don't understand that.
With what's currently going on in America, would you still go there on holiday?
I just love abortion and immigrants and everyone. That's nice. So yeah, I'm not going there.
You can't.
What? So actually the question, I got it wrong. I said, what do you think of America? She said, I love abortion and immigrants. God, guys. Take note of this lady's face. She is insane, guys. The eyes tell it all, guys. The eyes tell it all. Okay, the SSRI stare. I mean, it's unbelievable, guys. How can you love abortion? Even I'm not against it completely. You can take the pill, the morning after pill, or if you're a few weeks into the pregnancy, if it doesn't hurt the woman or the whatever, if you have to do it. But, we're talking about late-term abortions. They're talking about 9-month abortions and this kind of crazy stuff. This is what these people want, guys. And they love immigrants. They love the BBC. Why does she love immigrants, guys? She just loves the BBC. Come on. She's getting passed around by the brothers. Why does she love the immigrants, guys? This is insanity. What the hell is going on?
Abortion and immigrants and everyone, that's nice. So yeah, I'm not going there.
Insane.
You can't go into that active war zone and think it's going to be the peachy keen because you're a tourist. It's not safe.
I'd go for the World Cup. If I got tickets, yeah, I would.
Obviously, it's not like every single place you're going to step, you're going to get...
See, the only foreign guy, and it gets better, guys. He says he likes Trump later on. The only foreign guy here, this guy's from Brazil. Brazil are based. People from Latin America, Africa, from Asia, they're all based, guys. The people that are destroying the world are these woke liberal women from Europe and North America. That's basically it, guys, unfortunately. And the men. The men are even worse than the woke women. Unfortunately, it's crazy. Guys, if you got tickets to go to America for the World Cup, yeah, that'd be incredible.
The World Cup, like if I got tickets, yeah, I would.
Obviously, it's not like every single place you're going to step, you're going to get shot in the head. It's even stuff like with the World Cup going on. It just looks like you're giving good PR to a nation that really doesn't deserve it, and he's actively working against it, people.
No, America has a certain responsibility to behave the right way and do the right things. I'm not sure that's the case.
No,
Gay.
no chance. Donald Trump isn't a bad president, but I feel like there's a lot going on with conflict of interest between political parties.
The fact that we
So the only guy that actually spoke sense in this whole video so far is, you know, some brown Brazilian or, you know, vague Latin American country guy. It's hilarious, guys. It's absolutely hilarious. People don't want to have that conversation. Like, the only hate that I get is from, like, you know, Irish people. All of them foreign people love me. It's hilarious, guys. All the foreign people love me. It's unbelievable.
The fact that we've got armed civilians essentially feeling very entitled and feeling very empowered to take that step to take someone's life is absolutely terrifying. And like, you have no rights, there's no laws to protect you.
Calling it a war, and it literally is. People comparing it to when like the Nazis invaded Russia in the winter, and they're like, oh, you know, you're invading a winter people in winter, and I'm like, that's war language.
Fucking no. You couldn't fucking pay me to go there. No, it's an absolute shit tip. My family were getting married in Pennsylvania and I used to go in the summer.
No, I'm not going to America ever. Ever. Don't like America with its like aggressiveness.
There's no point going.
Oh, the aggressiveness. So the four bimbos and the men, the gay men, don't like it. Of course they don't like America. Because America's strong, powerful country. Of course they don't like it. The four bimbos and the gay men don't like it. Of course they don't. Look.
No, I'm not going to America ever. Ever. Don't like America with its like aggressiveness.
There's no point going over there. It's hard enough for them as it is to add more of us, even if it's just for a short time. We just need to get rid of Donald Trump. He's just stupid.
When he says get rid of Donald Trump, that sounds like a death threat. So I would be looking into that if I was the American government. A lot of these people here on the left are, you know, potentially murderers and killers, because they're absolute crazy stuff. They're absolutely insane. A lot of these liberal woke left that we have here. And that's it. You know, the bimbos that nobody would sleep with, the mentally deranged women, and the gay men are the people that hate Donald Trump. And then the foreign men love Donald Trump. Hilarious how that works, guys. You know, it's absolutely hilarious how that is. But, you know, that's the conversation they don't want to have. They're letting in all these immigrants from Pakistan. You think Pakistan love Donald Trump or hate him? Okay, they absolutely love him, guys. That's the whole thing. Any of these countries from the Far East or Middle East, yeah, maybe there's a conflict of religion somewhere along the line, but their policies, they absolutely agree with. They absolutely agree with Donald Trump's right-wing policies. Absolutely, guys. And we're letting in hundreds of thousands of people from all these different countries from Eastern Europe. Eastern European people are based. They're the most based people in the world, almost. Okay? And that's the conversation they don't want to have, guys. And America's absolutely fire. Much love to all my Americans watchers. I absolutely love America. I was there twice. Best 2 days ever. I just crossed the border from Canada. Absolutely legendary country. They have an amazing, beautiful country. It's actually a lot safer than a lot of places in Europe. A lot of people wouldn't realize that. The city is obviously a little bit worse because there's so many people packed in, but the majority of America is absolutely safer than the UK, where the violent crime is just through the roof. So I don't know what they're saying about the crime and how it's dangerous. It really isn't, guys. It really isn't. The chance of getting shot in America is super, super low. Okay, I don't know why they think that. That's like a left-wing narrative. And that is a left-wing thing to try and hate on America and try and divide Americans from Ireland. We don't. We love Americans in Ireland. We absolutely love Americans in Ireland. So they're clowns. I love you guys all. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member today. We have 50 members now. So I greatly appreciate the love and support. And I'll see you guys all in the next one, man. Peace.